Hello, I chose to use my gusset mitten sample just to start showing you how to start closing the top of your mitten. But I just wanted to quickly take advantage of this fact. Look how nicely my thumb fits in my gusset mitten, and I've got the stitches sitting on holds. We're going to get back to them after we finish closing the top of your mitten. Now, in this case, I want you to look at a couple of examples here. Look at this. All right. This is how you close the top of mittens. But I want to show you that this is exactly the same way, just like I started to explain to you at the beginning of this series of lessons, how you close, ta-da, the end of a sock. These are two of my socks. I just wanted to make that point to you so you knew you could actually apply your toe decreasing and closing to the same concept as your mitten top decreasing and closing. All right, so I have taken my mitten and I've knit the hand of it up until my little finger, you just can't quite see it when the mitten is fitting the way you want it to. See, it's kind of peeking out there, not quite done. You will do the same thing for your afterthought thumb if you chose to do that. It's just a little more interesting to kind of tell where you want to be, because let's assume I had put an afterthought thumb here. You'll have to kind of feel that and then feel where your little finger is. Just a little more awkward, but still works just fine. Let's talk about decreasing. Now, if you look at my little sample mitten that I had for you, this is a lovely example of how decreasing works. It's going to go a little bit of an angle and a little bit of an angle, and then right across this top, we're going to do a Kitchener stitch. Okay? Here's how that's achieved. On each side of your hand, okay, you are going to make a decrease, and that's going to happen every other round. So let's assume you're looking at the side of your mitten right now, and you're going to have a set of knit stitches and a set of knit stitches. And for the purposes of our using our magic loop, this is kind of where your magic loop join is. It's in between here. Okay? So what you're going to do is right after you turn your work, and you're going to start on the side that has, of course, that you've cast it on. So, you'll start there. You're going to knit one stitch. Then what I want you to do is knit two together. K2 tog. Okay? And then you're going to knit around. So this has been your knit two together. Okay? You're going to knit, 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 knit until you get 3 stitches before the end of that front half of your stitches you have on your magic loop. And I want you to slip, slip, knit, knit one, do your turn for your magic loop so that you're on the back half of your stitches, knit one stitch, knit 2 together, knit, 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 knit across the back until you get to within 3 stitches of the end. I want you to slip, slip, knit, and then knit one, and you're done with your entire round of doing your decrease stitches. You've had matching decreases, and if you think about it, what you're doing is by knit 2 together and then having your 2 knit stitches in between, and this part being slip, slip, knit. Let's just quickly review something. Remember, when you knit 2 stitches together, you end up making those 2 stitches lean to the right. And when you do slip, slip, knit, you make those 2 stitches that you're knitting together lean to the left. So you're going to end up with a look on each side of your mitten that's going to be 2 knit stitches framing the center of the decrease segment. And then you're going to have a series every other round of stitches that lean in towards that center segment. So let's just do a quick little show, and I can get you started on your decreasing. So see, I'm all ready to go. This is my tail on the right hand side, so that means my round is getting started. You could put a marker if you wanted to, but I just know that's what I'm doing. Now, remember, this is the side of my mitten. This is the left side of my mitten. So I am going, as I start my decrease rounds, to knit 1 stitch. I'm going to knit 2 together, okay? Then, because that is going to lean to the right, it's going to lean into my 2 stitches that form the center of my decrease on each side. Then what I'm going to do is knit all the way across. Let me get back to you when I finish knitting all the way across. I'll be right back. So I've knit all the way across the front half of my stitches. I did knit 1, knit 2 together, knitting across. Now remember, now I'm on the other side. Okay, if these were my 2 stitches that are in the center of the half, I want these 2 stitches, when I knit them together, to lean into that, lean left. And that's why, and let me just show you a neat little trick with your slip, slip, knit. Slip the first stitch as if to knit, the second stitch as if to purl. Then stick your needle so that you can knit those 2 stitches together. Knit the 1 stitch, okay? Now you're going to turn your work. You've been magic looping along just fine. This isn't anything you need to learn, but you're going to turn your work, and now think about it. Before you finished your row over here, you would knit the stitch. Now you're going to knit a second stitch that's forming the center 2 up each side of your hand. And in this case, remember, these are the center 2 stitches. Can't get it to show you. All right, these are your center 2 stitches. You want this decrease to lean into or to the right. In that case, you're going to knit 2 together. Then I'm going to knit all the way across, and my last decrease will be done 3 stitches before the end of the row, the round. I will slip, slip, knit, and then I will knit 1 stitch, okay? I just want to clear that up for you one more time. Let me get to the end of here. I'll come back, and then I'm going to do one more diagram to make sure you understand, and then I'm going to have you decrease until you get to the top of your hand, okay? But I'm going to get right back. Hold on, and I'll show you the last little bit on the side here. I have knit my way across the back half of my stitches. I'm up to the last decrease of this round, and this one is going to be the slip, slip, knit decrease. So it's going to be slip as if to knit, slip as if to purl, put the needle tip back in to set it up so that I can knit those 2 stitches together, knit my last stitch, okay? So what you've done now is you have now knit your entire decrease round of stitches. And what I want you to do is knit 1 plain round of knitting, 1 round of your decrease stitches, 1 plain round of knitting, and keep alternating that. That will give you a nice gradual angle to your decreasing. What I want you to then do is end with a knit round, a plain knit round, when your mitten has reached the top of your hand. Now, if you have to knit an extra round to knit 1 plain round, no biggie, don't worry about it, or whatever works, just when you're close to the top of your hand. I want it to be a knit round, because then we're going to come back and Kitchener stitch the top of your mitten together. Okay, I'll come back and show you how to do that later.